But the point of us saying this is that in this experiment, they grew trees inside the dome, right? And they tried to introduce animals and stuff like that, I believe. But one of the things that happened that they noticed with the trees is since there was no strong winds, that the root systems from these trees were actually shallow. And the trees fell over and collapsed from their own weight.
Because they didn't have the resistance to grow against.
Because there were no stressing factors on the root system, and the root system didn't grow strong.
Dude, that is so deep.
There was
Seriously.
no wind. There was no wind
that is
to
so
buffer
deep.
The tree and make it stress the roots, where the stress response then made the roots go deeper. So because there wasn't that, the tree couldn't support its own weight.
It makes me think of Psalm 1. One of my favorite Psalms.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not talking about that, but keep going. This is good.
So, and then here's another crazy example of something like that in nature with this kind of anti-fragile response. Did you know that buffaloes, when there's a storm out on the plains, they don't run away from the storm.
Right. They turn into it.
They turn into it.
It's wild.
That is wild.
There was a bunch floating around on social media about that.
Yeah, and the idea is that you get through the storm quicker by running into it.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. But, I mean, wow, what a metaphor. Like, instead of running away from the storms of our life, like running through them.
Yeah.
That's
well, and
crazy.
turning and having the wherewithal to go ahead, be like a buffalo and just head into the storm and know you're going to hit it, but know you're going to get through it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another deep thing.
That is very deep. Yeah, you could unpack that for a while.
Whew.
Okay, so one last thing here for another natural example, muscle growth.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if there's no stressors on your muscles, they actually won't grow. So what I mean by that is when you use them and you stress them and they have micro tears,
Keep working.
they get rebuilt bigger and better the next time. So if you don't use your muscles to that stressor point, you actually don't get bigger muscles. They'll become stronger. So you need that anti-fragile system in your muscles to actually grow stronger.